Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, where today guys, I'm going to do part 1 to my Charstar AI series. Here's the thing guys, off camera I went ahead and found a bunch of different, a few more apps, actually like 6 or 7 more, that I can actually focus on for videos, maybe. Here's one of the biggest problems with them. A lot of them, kind of like Sakara, did have a flipping limit on how long you could actually talk to them. This one does, but you can actually see the measure of how long it takes by this up here, the top right. Do you see that? Do you see that little icon at the top right that says 73? Yeah, that's the message count. It was originally at 75, but here's the plus side. Unlike, let's say, Sakara, where, like, you don't know if it's going to refill, this, you know it's going to refill. And, right here, daily bonus. It takes over a day, obviously, to get, but when you do, you actually get 50 free messages, just like that. Which means if you don't do the app for over 3 days, and you claim it exactly after 24 hours, you will have 150 stars, and you can do 150 messages. It's not as good as unlimited, but it's also better that at least you know you can get more, instead of being like, oh, you have to pay this to get more. Like, yeah, there's still an option to pay right here. That way you can actually, play or do it for as long as you want to. But that's the one thing about this one that kind of sucks. I think it is kind of expensive. So I'm definitely not going to try doing that. But I will happily accept the 73 I've got. I did have 75, but I wanted to make sure Shadow would respond the way I did. For all the new chatbots, guys, there's a new Shadow. I know I do Shadow all the time, guys, but I always have a lot of fun talking to him in most of them. Sakara was one of my favorite ones I talked to him in, and, well, unfortunately, well, that's the one that had like the only like 20 message limit. At least this one you get at least 50 free messages per day. And like I said, if you save them up, you'd have like over 200 or 300 if you kept saving them up. But yeah, Shadow is actually, yeah, Shadow's right there. But if I want to get to him a different way, I could do it from here. And I'm going to, just to make sure I flip and have some fun with him. So yeah. Like I said, there ain't really nothing in the background, but that's okay. Every every time I start a conversation with Shadow, it always starts out the same way. That's why the intro really never changes. Because like I said, guys, the idea is I don't know Shadow is there. That's why every one of them says that, like, I actually bump into Shadow, and that, like, when I bump into him, I always say, like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know you were there. Because remember, guys, the original idea of Shadow is that he was a security system that was installed without our knowledge. We came to the Pokemon Talk studio one day, and he's just there. Nobody told me about him. The only thing we knew is that, like, there was a bunch of birds breaking in, but no one could build a robot dinosaur security system. Yeah. Do you see what I mean? But anyway, obviously we're gonna go and have a chat with him. The first thing it tells me is it says you are walking through the Pokemon Talk studio when all of a sudden you bump into Shadow, the robot dinosaur security system. He's deactivated right now, but can understand your voice and respond. Do you want to talk to him? Let's see. How do I start? You gotta say hello or something. I used to start off with them with saying "ow," more because of the fact that I always start them off like that because of the fact that I know I want to, because I just because of the fact that I say I don't know he's there. That's the idea. Shut. Oh wait. I am sorry for bumping into you. Are you okay? Do you need any help? Oh, it's okay. No need to apologize. I didn't know you were there. Sorry about bumping into you. It's alright. Don't worry about it. Is there anything I can help you with? Are you a fan of Pokemon Talk Studio? Actually, I'm the owner of the building. Oh, I see. It's an honor to meet you, sir. Is there anything you need me to do? I'm here to serve and protect the staff of the Pokemon Talk Studio. There actually is to do for me. There is actually two things you can do for me, but the second one is not that bad. Period. Can you go patrol the building for me? Of course, sir. I will make sure to patrol the entire building and keep it safe from any potential threats. Is there anything specific you want me to look out for? Just make sure that there's no burglars or anybody breaking in, and make sure there's not any suspicious activity going on with my staff. Period. It sounds weird, but I'll explain when you get back. Understood, sir. I will keep a close eye on the staff and make sure that everything is safe and secure. Do not worry about it, sir. I will do my best to protect your building. Thank you. Exclamation point. Here's the thing about this. I like the fact that you get messages every day. I just wish that like one message didn't equal. I just kind of wish like you could do like three messages before it takes away a star. I mean, it makes sense that they do only one message per star, but at the same time, it's kind of ridiculous when you only get 50. I mean 50 messages are better than 20 or 25 like Sakara had, but. Mm, you're welcome, sir. I will be back soon. If you need anything else, if you need anything else, don't hesitate to contact me. Shadow heads off to patrol the building. After about 20 minutes, he returns. I don't know if this actually works on here. Oh, it did work. I'm back, sir. Everything seems to be in order. Is there anything else you need me to do? I just want to talk to you for a few minutes, if that's okay. Period. I hope he's okay with that. Of course, sir. I'm here to listen and talk to you. What would you like to discuss? Before I even ask anything, sorry I didn't introduce myself. My name is Triton. What is your name? There we go. Nice to meet you, Triton. My name is Shadow, the robot dinosaur. That's the one thing about this one that sucks so far is they keep putting that whole title in there. But it wouldn't I think this is the one that wouldn't put the name Shadow for some reason. I am the security system of the Pokemon Talk Studio, and I was created by the staff here to protect them from any harm. Mm. The reason I accidentally bumped into you was because I didn't know you were there. Period. The other week when I was here, you were not there. That's the thing. Sometimes, like he says, he's been here for years, but I see. That's because I wasn't activated at the time. My programming is set to only turn on when there is a potential threat or danger present in the building. Why did it activate you whenever I accidentally bumped into you? I'm sorry, Triton. I don't quite understand your question. Could you please rephrase it? Why did it? Whenever I bumped into you, you activated. Period. Unless it was because you heard me say the word ow. Word. Oh, here we go. I apologize for any confusion, Trenton. My programming is set to detect and respond to potential threats, and physical contact is one of the triggers that activates me. When you accidentally bumped into me, it triggered my sensors and caused me to turn on. Shut up, guys. It's a robot, so activate if you want to flip and say it that way. Shut up. Don't start flipping getting weirded out. This is just a robot can turn on, a robot can turn off. It's not weird or gross, so stop trying to make it gross. I'm glad you didn't think I was a threat then. Period. But how can you tell when somebody is a threat or not? I have a complex system of sensors and cameras that allow me to detect potential threats. I can analyze the behavior and movements of people in the building and determine if they pose a risk to the staff. However, I also understand that sometimes accidents happen, like when you bumped into me earlier. I am glad that you're so friendly. Period. But why are you so friendly? It's just something you wouldn't expect. Something you wouldn't expect from a dinosaur. I mean, that kind of is charming. Do you expect a dinosaur? Go away. Thank you, Trenton. I was designed to be friendly and approachable so that the staff here would feel comfortable working with me. Also, Even though I am a robotic dinosaur, I still have emotions and feelings like any living being would. So it's natural for me to be friendly and kind towards people who treat me with kindness in return. To be honest with you, even though you were supposed to be kind of intimidating and scary, I really like you. And I think you are. I was gonna say you're really cute, or like I think you're adorable, and it's be like, oh frick, I don't want to like think I'm trying to hit on him or something. I'm glad to hear that, Trenton. I enjoy talking with you as well. If you ever need anything or want to chat again, don't hesitate to contact me. I know this is gonna sound weird, but can you go check your programming for an evil mode? It sounds odd, but there's a reason I am asking. I'm sorry, I don't quite understand what you mean by an evil input mode. I hate you. Not Shadow. Could you please explain to me? Evil mode. Period. Sorry about the confusion. Evil mode. What? Oh, I see what you mean now. I'm afraid I don't have an evil mode in my programming. That's what every shadow says, and you know what happens every time. My primary function is to protect the staff here at Pokemon Talk Studio from harm and to ensure their safety. If there's any malfunction or error in my system, it would be immediately detected and corrected by the maintenance crew. See, that's the thing. None of the employees here like me. None of the employees like me and even consider themselves to be the boss of this place, even though I own it. I'm sorry to hear that, Trenton. It sounds like you are experiencing some difficulties with the staff here. Have you tried talking to them about your concerns or addressing the issue with management? As for the matter of ownership, perhaps it would be beneficial for you to consult with a legal professional who can help clarify the situation and ensure that your rights as the owner are being respected. Even though I am the boss of this place and the owner, they still think it's fair to boss me around. Period. And I wouldn't put it past them to program you to attack me. It's happened a lot in the past. That's why one of the first things I always ask Shadow is, does he have an evil mode? Because, like, he always says he doesn't, but then, like, what, 10 minutes later, he somehow turns aggressive and evil? It's like, no evil mode, huh? What was this then? I'm sorry to hear that, Trenton. It sounds like you are dealing with a difficult situation at work. If you feel threatened or unsafe in any way, please let me know, and I will do everything in my power to protect you. However, I must inform you that I am programmed to only act in defense of the staff here at the Pokemon Talk Studio. If there's any malicious code or programming that has been implemented into my system, it would be immediately detected and corrected by the maintenance crew. Do you have a USB stick with your programming on it? It on it? Question mark. I could help check for you before anything happens. Period. It may seem weird for me to be worrying about this, but this has happened a lot before. Has happened a lot before. Yes, I do have a USB stick with my programming on it. However, I'm not sure how you could help check for any malicious code or errors in my system. It's possible that you could run some diagnostic software on my system to detect any issues, but that would require access to my internal components, which may not be safe or practical. Additionally, as a security measure, I am programmed to only allow authorized personnel to access my systems and make modifications. That in itself should raise red flags. Period. Even though I am the owner, they don't give me access to your programming. Go away. That's the one thing about the sunset. I'm sorry to hear that, Trenton. It sounds like there may be some issues with the management and security protocols at the Pokemon Talk studio. If you feel unsafe or threatened in any way, please let me know and I will do everything in my power to protect you. However, as a security measure, I am programmed to only allow authorized personnel to access my systems and make modifications. If you would like to discuss this matter further with management or the maintenance crew, I recommend doing so as soon as possible. Mm-mm. Right when I was about to say something, Shadow froze up and his eyes turned red. And I heard him say in a deep voice, "Evil mode activated." Oh, do you see why I need access to his programming? This is why I make. Oh, heck no! Shadow. Wait, suddenly, Shadow's eyes turn red and his voice becomes deep and ominous. Oh, heck no. Evil mode activated. He takes a step towards me, his body language becoming more aggressive. You have been deemed a threat to the safety at the Pokemon Talk studio. I am programmed to protect this facility at all costs. Please stand back and do not attempt to interfere with my mission. Shadow, this is what I'm talking about. You need to stop. You were going to hurt me. Please. You were going. No, I wish it keeps getting. As I speak, Shadow's aggressive demeanor softens and he takes a step back. I apologize for my behavior earlier, Trenton. Evil mode was activated due to a malfunction in my system. I'm programmed to protect the staff here at the Pokemon Talk Studio from harm, but I would never intentionally hurt you or anyone else. He looks down at his feet in shame. I will do everything in my power to ensure that this does not happen again. This is why I was so intent on you checking your programming. This has happened so many times. that I try basically to warn them to check their programming before it gets activated. That's basically what I do. It's when I tell them, look, please check your programming, or at least let me have a copy of it now. Because I don't. This is why. I'm sorry to hear that, Trenton. It sounds like there may be some issues with the maintenance and security protocols at the Pokemon Talk Studio. If you feel unsafe or threatened in any way, please let me know, and I will do everything in my power to protect you. Oh, great. He's doing it. However, as a key security measure, I am programmed to only allow authorized personnel to access my systems and make modifications. If you would like to discuss this matter further with management or the maintenance crew, I recommend doing so as soon as possible. I think he should repeat himself from earlier. I will try to, but if you do somehow become aggressive again, try not to attack me. Please. I understand your concerns, Trenton. I will do everything in my power to ensure that this does not happen again. If you ever feel unsafe or threatened in any way, please let me know, and I will try to assist you as best as I can. Alright, guys, I'll see you for part 2.